Hello, this is Cuckoo. Today, I want to show you this. This is the SmplTrek or SamplTrek. It's a new sampler in town, and it's made by a smaller company in Japan called Sonicware. They started out a couple of years ago making some quirky little synthesizers, also with some groovebox functionality and sequencing. But with this device right here, I think they're stepping up their game. I think now the plastic quality is much nicer to hold. The knob quality may be a tad better, and the pads are amazing actually, with really sensitive velocity sensitivity, and that is very unusual actually. You can just finger tap like you're finger tapping on a table, and it picks up at very nice. So what is it? It's a sampler, but it's kind of hard to describe in one go, but if you were to compare it with something like the Digitact from Electron, I'd say the Digitact is more performance oriented, where this is more songwriting oriented, if that makes sense. This is something where you can write a song, you can make a whole take of a synth track on top of it if you want to, or even sing into the little microphone here. Maybe a couple of takes and then cut the different takes into one master take, and got effects, a master effect, master multiband compressor. It's a little studio in a box, but it's not kind of taking that step and becoming a complex DAW like a workstation machine. It's still a sequencer machine that is fun to poke around in. And there's something with this form factor. It's so charming, and I think it plays a huge part in why I like it so much. It's like the form factor. It's designed to be held like this. You can have it on a table and operate it like this too, of course, but holding it like this is such a nice vibe. They really thought through the form factor, and it's very nice, like a mix of a game console and synthesizer sampler. So yeah, it's nice. I'm gonna make a little song, maybe not explain everything in the deepest detail, but let's make a song and load up my own sample libraries on it and see what I can make. Yeah, sounds like good. Let's do that. Right, here we go. SmplTrek. I guess you say SamplTrek, but there's no A, so SmplTrek. This is the interaction surface. Looks like this. These are for playing. These are more for hitting the different scenes or patterns. And this is for navigation. This could be navigation. These could be values. Could be navigation too. They have buttons as well. Buttons here and some system pool, record source, OK, clear, function button to access stuff that is labeled underneath. And yeah, now you know everything. These are good to have. It's like gain for the sound inputs. This is gain for the onboard microphone. But if, for instance, you're using the inputs on the back here, left and right, the left one is suitable for guitar inputs, signals. The right one is suitable for microphones. And with both of them, you can have stereo sounds. And MIDI in and out, you can sequence MIDI and also access this through MIDI and play this through MIDI and outputs. Yeah, here we got the SD card. Oop, I'm gonna pop it out and pop some samples on it from my computer. And we got micro USB port there for audio interface interconnectivity. And the audio interface firmware is in early days, but it's promising. Yeah, and on the back here, there is a 1/4 inch, I believe, mount for something. And yeah, batteries. You can run on 6 AA batteries. I have my recharge, so I could just probably turn it on. And there we go. Turning on. And there we go. The first thing I want to do is fill it up with some samples. And then we'll have a go. The Luge sample pack, which is a good one. Got Dirty Purist. Yeah, I'd like to have one piano as well. There we go. Where's the Mega FM? Mega FM. Yeah, now we got some samples. There we go. Turn it on. It's running my test song that I made yesterday. Yeah, we can run them like this. So what I'm going to do now is just start over. Let's select new, empty. Yeah. Save. No. Right. New project. Let's start over from scratch. So we got 10 different sequence tracks and then 3 different global tracks. The global tracks are for recording audio on the timeline, whereas the 10 first tracks are for sequencing audio in different ways. And then we got this way 16 different scenes, and a scene is essentially a column of patterns or clips that can play, but you can also mute them, and if you launch a scene like that, it's going to play everything that is on that row. So the first thing that I want to do is to create a kit. Let's do that. So how do we do that? First of all, everything is empty, so I need to create a track. So if I select where it says 1 there, press OK, since it's empty, it's going to ask me like, hey, do you want to make a track? Yeah, let's make a track. Yeah, how about a loop track? No. How about shot? No. Instrument? No. Drum? Yeah, I want to make a drum track because that is the kit track. And that is going to be the most tedious one. So I'm starting with the most tedious one. Let's go. So if I go in here now, you can see I can play these pads, but there's no sound. So I need to set it up first. Function and pool, I think. Okay. We're gonna set up a kit. So when setting up a drum kit, I want to load a sample onto each of the pads. So let's do that. Instrument parameters. Let's go. So I can select which pad I'm going to work with. Let's take this one and say A, file select. A, file select. So let's go in here into the pool. See what we have. Yeah, we got Dirty Purist. It's my own pack I just made of dirty pure sounds. So let's go to for instance bass drum hard. Okay, let's go there. So if I want to preview them, go to the left, press the little play icon there. Let's go into bass drum classic instead and see what we have there. How about a smooth kick drum? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now we've got a little kick drum there. Maybe a snare there. So pool, Dirty Purist, snare drum classic. Maybe in the bass drum FM. Ooh, that could be nice. I'm gonna put a heart on that. And there I want something like a short snap or a hi-hat or something. Maybe that could be something from Delug. Dang, dumb, dish, his, pick. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna heart it. Everything in Delug has a real physical presence, and everything in Dirty Purist has a very electronic presence. So it could be a very interesting mix. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. I'm just selecting a bunch of samples. Yeah. 10 hours later. Creating a kit always takes time because you need to build a certain balance. Like, listen to this. Okay, so this is my kit. Let's save the kit. And save kit. I'm gonna name it. Okay. So now it is saved. I'm safe for further experimentation. I think I'm going to turn on the metronome in the system menu. Function, system, metronome. I'm going to turn it up. Alright, so we got a little metronome there for the first beat, and then I'm going to turn it off. If I just go in here and start making a song, it's going to be a 16-step long little sequence. I want to make it longer. So length 32 step long sequence. That's enough. Let's see. So let's record. I press record, press play. It's now recording whatever I'm doing. I could also punch it in now in the sequence, but I'm going to play live. How about that? Yeah, not too shabby. I can move around here. I can see the little inputs here. I can select them. I can turn them on and off, but only if I'm in record mode. Boop, boop, yeah. And with this little menu here, there's a bunch of different things you can set per step, like note velocity, level, micro timing. I'm gonna set the note velocity there. How about that? I think I'm going to let's see. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, this. Next one, instrument. Yeah, cuckoo. $64. I think that is a bit overwhelming. Maybe I should change it. Save it. Yeah. Okay, let's go. So yeah. How about a bass? Oh, this is nice. Yeah. Oh, this is so chill. This is so chill. Makes me wanna sing a song. Not sure about my mood tone. I think I want to make one more instrument, like a little funny synth. It is nice. Okay, let's go. So I think we could, for instance, like yeah, that is so nice. Yeah. Bring back some of the body. Oh, it's like a slow jam rap. Give it a sound down, 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 down. Get a sound down, 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 down. Get down, 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 down. Yeah, let's one more track here. One more track. I'm gonna introduce the loop track. So there we go. This is a loop track. Let's try this microphone. I'm gonna turn off the fancy, great 1973 here for a bit and try out this microphone and see how we get this to sound. I think for it to get some sound out of it, we need to function record source. And here we're gonna set this to be this. Yeah, it's flashing now. We can set it to guitar, to dynamic microphone, to line input stereo, line input mono, or USB. I'm gonna take this microphone and hello, 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 hey, hey. So currently no monitoring. If I press this, gonna have double monitoring. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'll mute the fancy microphone. So fancy microphone is muted and SmplTrek is on. Right, so how do we do this? Yeah. I could crank up the monitoring or the gain a fair deal like that, but we get a lot of noise. So I think this is the sound. It's not too shabby, to be honest. It's just as now I've gotten used to this fancy microphone. So like a small microphone like this, you can clearly hear there is very different kind of quality. But let's turn this down, turn on the fancy microphone, and now instead of using this, I'm going to use another microphone. I'm going to use a dynamic microphone. This is my microphone that I've had for many years, Sennheiser E935. It's a very good dynamic microphone. And the thing with dynamic microphones is that it requires a lot of gain. And with gain, very often comes noise. So how do you think that the gain preamp fares in this? Let's see here. The right input has a better preamp than the left input, which is more about guitar level signals. But it also requires a good preamp. So I'm going to turn off this now and set this to dynamic microphone into. Yeah, so this one is not operational now. Now we're using this gain. So let's see. I'm gonna turn off fancy microphone. Hello, hello, hello. And we can hear that this is actually very good. This is a good preamp there, and surprisingly good. It means that they've actually taken this very much into account, very seriously, of putting a preamp there that is not entirely garbage and it's not adding a lot of noise. It sounds clear and around the quality of a Zoom recorder, of the cheaper Zoom recorders maybe. Certainly it was a very welcome surprise that it supports dynamic microphones right out the gate. So let's do that. Let's see here what we have. Yeah. We've got the looper here, so So one thing that I'd like to do with a vocal track is to reduce the bass. If you have just a vocal straight from the microphone and in, typically it's a bit boomy, a bit bassy and flat. And what you'd like to do is to reduce the bass as a bare minimum. So I'm going to head into the EQ for track number 5. I'm going to do the EQ. It's going to turn on. I'm going to press OK so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to use this low shelf. And instead of, I'm going to reduce it. Currently it's not live, so I'm not hearing what I'm doing. But when I go into the track, here, I can press record, and when it's pressed, then I start hearing the change. Turn up the volume a bit more. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna make another loop, and I'm gonna set the same settings on that one. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I'm gonna go to a global track. Yeah, so what it's doing now, it's probably writing a long audio file and making it ready for recording. So here we go. This is a global track. I'm gonna turn on the good mic. What I want to do next is to go to global track and add a longer recording on top of this. And what that does, it's going to adhere to the song structure of the song. Right now, there is no song structure. It's just one scene that has a very short length. So I'm going to go up to the scene, to the top there, press OK. And here, I'm going to say that this is, it's 4 bars long, but I'm going to repeat it 16 times. So let's see what that means. Now it's going to make the global audio track longer and adapt that to the length of the song, adhering to the current song structure. So when I started out, it was a very short song, but now it's going to repeat 16 times, so it's a much longer song. So that's what it's doing now. Any second now. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's go to a global track that we made there. We got 3 lanes or versions, I'm not sure, V. I'm going to write some lyrics for this. I'm going to bust out my favorite lyrics app, Rhymer's Block. Everybody, give it up to Rhymer's Block. Gotta sing the sound of Alright, yeah, it's not much, but it's something. And I want to experiment with inserting an insert effect onto global 1, flanger, phaser, delay, vibrato, chorus. Let's see, chorus. Gonna say my sorrow. Yeah, how about that? Rate, depth, maybe depth could be turned down. Too much. There we go. There's a very short lyrics. It's what I have. That's just gonna be a small snippet. So I'm calling this Save My Sorrow, and it's not really much of a song, but let's go. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow, not your sorrow. We kinda had to, trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. Yeah, don't judge me on the lyrics. I'm gonna put a master multiband compressor onto this now and see if it can help. So effect, master, vinyl, let's try it. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow, not your sorrow. Cassette, we kinda had to, trying not to EQ and limiter, but it's blowing away. Gonna save my sorrow, hard to swallow. Maybe too much. Band 1, band 2, band 3, level. Okay. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow, not your sorrow. We kinda had to, trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. So I'm gonna try and make the vocal a little bit crispier by going into the EQ of the global track. Okay. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow, not your sorrow. We kinda had to, trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. Gonna save my sorrow, hard to swallow, I'm not your sorrow. We kinda had to, trying hard to get it going, get it going. We've got this system here where I can sing on 3 tracks and select which one I want. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow, not your sorrow. When kinda had to, trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to swallow. Gonna save my sorrow, it's hard to follow. Try to settle, how to do, how to do. So that was really good. I forgot the lyrics, even though it's just like 8 lines of lyrics. Yeah, that's just me. I'm gonna do the same thing again, just not too much energy. I'm gonna take on 3 just in case. Gonna save my sorrow, it's
It's hard to swallow. I'm not your Zara. We kinda had to.
So let's listen. Right, let's go.
Gonna say my sorrow. It's hard to swallow. Not your Zara. We kinda had to. Trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. Gonna say my sorrow. It's hard to swallow. I'm not your Zara. We kinda had to. Trying hard to get it going, but it's blowing away. Gonna say my sorrow. It's hard to swallow. I'm not your Zara. We kinda had to. Trying hard to get it going, but it's blowing away.
Yeah. The SmplTrek, it's nice. It's a nice little box. You could do stuff with it, make music, take it with you. Yeah, I like it. Thank you so much, Sonicware, for pushing and improving what you can do. You started out with the ELZ1, and now you're here with the SmplTrek, and I think it's a journey. You started out with something a little bit wonky and fun, and now look at this. This is such an incredible journey you're on, and yeah, wishing you luck further in your existence as a music device, musical instrument producer. So if you're interested in this, head over to Sonicware. You know where to find them on the internet. And if you're interested in supporting me and my work, please head over to Patreon and become my patron. You can download these packs if you are my patron. You can do that if you want to just purchase the pack too over at my web store on the internet as well. Links in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you everyone for your support over the years. And stay curious. Always stay curious. Make interesting music. See you soon. Peace.
Gonna say my sorrow. It's hard to swallow. Not your Zara. We kinda had to. Trying not to get it going, but it's blowing away. Gonna say my